somebody die from a gunshot, a gun is involved. When you hear the shots being fired nightly, momentarily to just intimidate, and when the police come through, everything crisps. So what it is in the culture of the community that make people think that it is okay?
We had a major incident of violence last night, early in the morning in fact. And the time is important because you know what you believe as the unusual time. It starts at 1 a.m. in the morning, and when you call the crime pattern, that's the unusual time. So obviously a well-planned operation. And they were designed to take the police off guard. They were very near. But they were in Granville, and they respond almost immediately. At that hour of the morning in darkness, and when the high powered weapons, the police had to be careful while in fact engaging them. So, you know, if average citizen got killed in this road, we would have had a different picture coming. And the police responded well, engaged the criminals, and we were able to remove them from the scene, but we did lose 2 officers in Granville, and the gentleman who was going inside the house. That's where he was shot as well, and a young man was shot by the criminals. This is a result of continuity and warfare, which the police have been working on. As I said last night, it was a creative in a well-planned operation by gangsters. And although engaged quickly by the police, we still had a bad outturn. Because I want to reassure the citizens the police is working very seriously to disrupt the gangs, and they're not going to work. The situation in St. James has been, the term I use, holding, but in fact we're able to contain some of the gang violence that we have been noted in the last several weeks, especially since the Dodo introduced in Norwood. Granville has had several major intervention, fiscal side. The security force is going to take steps to target these gangsters. And last night was sad, unfortunate, but we're going to ensure that the gangsters are going and restore peace and safety, public safety for the people of Granville. We are aware there is tension in Granville, and in fact there are 2 contingents in Granville. So the police station not here a lot. There were 2 strong contingents. And after the very first shot was fired, the police was in the area. But at the time, that densely populated, the challenging for the police to be more aggressive than they were. In fact, much of the shooting that the citizens heard last night, and that caused a little fear, was a result of the engagement with the police with the criminals.
About 1:15, me hear, brother. I said to my brother, say, how that gunshot? And he said, yes. And me, brother. He said, Jesus Christ, you can't cool off your boat a second. He said, Jesus have mercy. Then I am about to me, shoot on the floor, no jaws. Because me remember if you pull up because me I try if you do. Is avoid because both was living in, so me can't afford to make gunshot come through, so me duck. Whoever come to kill him knows at the end, you know say I'm alone living there. Then go and kill you and burn down the whole of the house. So 3 house them burn down over there, you know. The one when we live in, one next door, and the other guy, Lamb's Bread, whatever they call him, female. So 3 house burn down over there. In space, maybe less than half an hour, because that's when the shots start fire. You know what I mean?
I note that this shooting and killing and arson took place during curfew hours leading into an all-day curfew. And that shows a high level of calculatedness on the part of the criminals. You ask about what measures. The Deputy Prime Minister has indicated that we leave it to the security forces on the ground to advise what kind of ops and then get the support of the government, the rest of government, to deal with it. But bear in mind that Granville has had so many special security operations. Police supported by the army. Granville has had interventions over a period of time that you would expect the issues to be normalized and brought under control. And then you see a pattern and a cycle, a time of flare-up. Let me say that from the information I've received and from the time that I have spent here as Member of Parliament, it is clear to me that the solutions lie with the people. The people who live here, the big families who make up the community. the solution lies there, and this government stands willing and hopefully able to provide the support. But the people have the solution, and until they are prepared to say enough is enough and to help to deal with, either ask for the help or turn over those who are criminals. Because there's a culture that has been normalized in the community. So it's okay to kill for revenge. It's okay to burn out a man's house and send the signal. This is organized crime. Whether they're your family members or they're friends, it is wrong and should never, ever, ever be condoned.
Tell us what happened in that sleep. Yeah, something like shot. But when we took now, you jump up and run in the bathroom. With the people. But when I'm people, so you see like smoke come in my house. Step back in her room because she alone sleep. You know, I sleep in one room and she sleep in one. Because my girlfriend was there, she America. So, when I look and see like a smoke, so I run and I try to cut the bathroom window. I see I couldn't mash up the bathroom window. I try to cut the room window and I couldn't look out. So I just run back and just pull her off her bed and she drop on her face and I said, hold her mouth and I said, no ball out. But she heavy and I lift her up and run through smoke and reach her doorway and she know me how to set up and escape. Run through the doorway through smoke. So say the next house beside me under fire and my house under fire. I couldn't go and kill me. I couldn't go and kill her. So I tear down my fence and escape through. I couldn't go and see her.
Were you able to save anything?
No, nothing to save, nothing to save. 6 apartment house, burned down, flat. The dad cannot save nothing, no school book, nothing. Birth certificate, everything, gone. Nothing I get to save for.
So what is your daughter?
9. October come she 9.
How is she coping? How is the situation?
Well, I don't know she had coping. I want to leave me just go because night she don't have on now. The one lady just give me their clothes.
To give her?
Yeah. I want to sleep with her.
So you're going to see counseling for her?
I mean, don't cry, don't cry.
Police is here. The issue of the physical plant is not the issue. What we need is the, as indicated, cooperation of the citizens who know the criminals and to give the police the kind of information that can be converted to evidence. The police is active on the ground and are taking steps to mitigate the problem. Last night was well planned and came out of it. Almost medical unusual because when the police is active on, they're active on patrol, but given the presence of communication and cell phones, if you those who are with us in the area know there are some vacant phones in the area coming across the hills in the dark, you will know when the police patrol doesn't move from Garden Percent or Guns Drive back to the main road, but the police have to operate on site. Whether they went back to the station or went back to the main road, not a relevant issue. They were here, they were moving through. On the citizens said lose their fear of talking or lose this propensity to take revenge. Vigilante justice will not work if it is too much. Right? The police will take steps to protect those who are involved in who are providing information. In fact, I'm hoping the big case currently being tried in Spanish Town, although I've tried 2 young cases before, could be a tipping point in the event. We have 42 witnesses to bring, and the police have had to be protecting their families. And I hope that as we come out of this, the citizens can be reassured that the police not only will take the steps to protect the honest citizens who speak to them in confidence, until we can take them to court and try and convict them. And once the citizens will believe and understand, the police will not only say that interest in that, but they will do it and do it successfully. That is what has led to this reprisal killing ongoing, which is difficult to prevent from happening.
DPM, I'd love the media to investigate now, man. Really investigate it and find out what's happening. Where they're hiding them, right? Because if somebody dies from a gunshot, a gun is involved. When you hear the shots being fired nightly, momentarily to just intimidate, And when the police come through, everything crisp. So what it is in the culture of the community that make people think that it is okay